Throughout my formative years, I've adored the concept of the gentleman thief. Whether it be Joker from Persona 5, most obviously, Sly Cooper, my favorite video game to ever exist. This was the game I grew up playing. Zorro, which is cool guy, who doesn't like Zorro. Carmen freaking Sandiego. I loved Pierre Despereaux in Psych, which is hands down one of the coolest characters on live-action TV. And for Pete's sake, and I mean that literally, my favorite animal is a raccoon. There's a raccoon plush next to my monitor, and he goes on all sorts of heists I know nothing about. He could steal the Declaration of Independence, and I would have zero clue. So, let's look back on my role models and perform the greatest heist ever witnessed by man in Minecraft. First, we need to do some preparations. I will sign my calling card as Arsène Lupin, considered to be the first gentleman thief. Arsène is a character created by Maurice Leblanc in a series of magazines called Je sais tout, and the first title was The Arrest of Arsène Lupin. I'm sorry, French is hard. I took Spanish, not my language, but now is the time to find our first victims. Who is Telcontar? Because I just found something a little interesting. What a nice home. Zoinks. If I take the weed, they'd probably notice. But at the same time, I need food. Okay. Got ourselves some 41 leather. My goodness. We are making bank. Okay. Dude. You can't do this to me. You can't. I have to touch it. I have to. It's my alias. It's my persona, if you will. Persona? Another odd thing here. While traveling over to their base, it looks like they've made a nether portal. No way in heck am I... You know, I'm just gonna do a little good deed. Because I have first-hand experience with this bug and I hate it. Just because I'm a thief doesn't mean I can't be a gentleman. More leather. Okay, I could take the food, but that's like a little too mean, considering I stole 50 wheat. Yeah. I'm just gonna, you know, do a little good deed for them. Just because I'm a thief doesn't mean I can't be a gentleman thief, if you will. And here we are. It appears as if I found the place. Nice bushes. Enchanted. I could really use some of that. Stone in here. Oh crap, I hear the sounds. The sounds of little Borgos. Crap. Okay, what goodies do we have in here? 8 diamonds. I respect that. Withdraw hard. He knows how the add-on works. I could steal the gold, but for what purpose? And a pearl is nice. Could use the iron. Lapis, he's going to notice if that went missing. It's very bright blue. And... more leather. Can never say no to more leather. I'm really scared to open this door. Oh crap. Huh. Not my problem. Your hospitality has been rather generous. I took it upon my liberty to borrow some supplies for my nefarious deeds of creating a fake alias that dons the persona of a gentleman thief. Arsène Lupin. Postscript. The dogs are rather boisterous. Is there a better place to put it? As a proper gentleman thief, I will be properly leaving the scene of the crime so I don't look as suspicious, despite the fact that he literally gave me the coordinates and he's probably going to instantly suspect me. How much of the chest did they loot? Okay, that's sketchy. Now, I'm not usually one to suspect a trap, but this is really suspicious and I'm not particularly a fan. Strange place to build a portal, though. Keep in mind, this is a Lifesteal SMP, so I would be wary of going through any portal. Is he really gonna miss a few cooked mutton? Just a few? Is he gonna notice? Probably not. Let's check his furnaces. I can always steal coal, but that feels like stooping too low. Though quite open and airy, this area is quite quaint. I took it upon my liberty to borrow some resources. Perhaps I will repay you someday, but don't count on it. After all, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Become acquaint with this alias, or code name if you will, for it will be haunting this lifesteal for the coming months. May the next heist be near. Arsène Lupin. This line, the only way to deal with an unfree world, that is like straight up taken from like a Google search of famous French literature. And off to our first victim, because I'm probably going to go on a call with Mr. Crusade himself. And I'm going to pretend that I haven't searched for the chords yet, which he's probably not going to suspect, which is A-OK. Because I can literally keep this alias up for years, and I'm going to show you proof.
You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Change my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
we got him.
Change
So, the, the critic is a character I made up in a realm I used to have with a friend who's no longer my friend anymore because he was very racist. I don't hang out with him anymore, but I created the character, the critic. All he did was just leave reviews on shops. Like nothing major. I didn't steal anything. I didn't commit any crime that I'll confess to. All I did was just leave reviews. Me and the server owner had a shop, and you think, oh, I'm the critic, so I should leave a good review on my shop. No, that shop was terrible. It never had any stock. Like, sure, the building was pretty, I designed it myself, but the store never had any stock. We never finished the raid farm, and that continues to be a growing trend with every raid farm I build. But on the server owner's shop, he was selling like, what was it? Like 64 calcite for like a diamond. Like overall, he wasn't very knowledgeable on the prices of things. I managed to extort him to get like 2 diamonds out of like 4 shulker blocks of andesite. By just repeating the lie that I'd make more diamonds mining the andesite myself, which is like completely stupid, but he bought it. I'm sorry, that's like a sociopathic thing that I continue to brag about, and I really shouldn't do that. The realm had 3 seasons, and on the second one, I planned everything deliberately. If I remember correctly, the shopping district was a mess, but I wouldn't know because I was only on there for like 2 days. I mean, I was on there for a long time, but I only spent 2 days on there. So, here's what happened. The day before the owner was going to take me off the realm because I, didn't use it at all. So, the day before that, I planted a sign saying I was the critic and people wouldn't discover it until a week later, therefore eliminating any suspicion on me, which is kind of a little insane. So for the 3rd season, he made new friends that I really wasn't comfortable around. They were very, very racist and just very uncomfortable people to be around. But regardless, I knew I couldn't get away with planting critic signs anywhere, so I just played it on the down low for a bit, which is fine because there were other shenanigans going on. Like, I flooded someone's house, and I destroyed their farm, and in retrospect, I probably should have created an alias to, hit the blame for that so I didn't have to, clean it up. And I feel no remorse for destroying their racist slave plantation, where they made very not okay jokes. I really don't like this guy, if you haven't noticed. A stumble and a misfall has led me to this quaint village. Everything here is so quite lovely. I took it upon my liberty to become the so-called gentleman thief, and snag just a couple resources to keep me going. Do forgive my manners, for I have created my alias without purpose. Back in my day, I created an alias over 3 years old, and as to not ruin any friendships I may have had on that wretched SMP. I kept that alias a secret, but then a schism occurred because I was distasted with such racism, and tired of being treated like the nobody, needed a socialite to depend on. I feel as if I had blabbered on too long, so I bid you adieu, and best wishes. I will return in the near future. This time, give me a reason for my existence, besides a meaningless video, in an attempt of desperation. Arsène Lupin. It appears as if I'm being harassed by zombies. It's quite alright, for I do not wish to live. To be honest, to get inside some of the bases, I kind of expected to be a lot more lasers. And to be honest, where are my lasers at? 1212. I found this saying, if you see this, leave a sign. So hereby, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. I hereby spread thine wings of rebellion over a matter so trivial as a sign of a blood spot bladder. Whatever cult this may be, I would greatly be interested in joining. It matters not if the fine is a mere cut of the wrist. Arsène Lupin. It appears as if this store has a miscellaneous chest. I feel as if we can do an act of kindness and pop some of our goods in here. I just performed what's called the opposite of stealing. This is rather comical. After all, everybody's just gonna pay with 12 irons, since iron's a lot easier to get than diamonds, so 12 iron for 12 iron? Sounds like a good deal. Consider yourself stalked. This is a very risky thing to be doing. I am right by spawn. I might actually be compromised, which is not something I particularly want to be as a thief. I really need to get off the server fast. So, just so you're aware, I am currently out of time for this episode. I am definitely screwed. They're likely to suspect— oh crap, I heard something. Hold on, I need to Alt F4 out of here.
Huh? Huh?
Server's restarting soon, so I have no reason to keep up the charade. I finally stopped lying, and not coming clean is like throwing away all my hard work. Long recording sessions, the editing, which I tried really hard to step up. This video took long enough as it is. Why would I throw all my hard work away? Well, to be honest, I'm scared that I might be rejected from the group. I've made so many friends on this server, and I kinda don't want to give them up. I was scared to reveal myself as the critic, for fear that I may lose Alan, the only remaining friend I have left from that server before the owner's goons kind of attacked me for trying to take down the racist server, which wasn't really possible. I was just trying to make them less racist, and I lied to everyone for 3 years. It felt invigorating to feel the adrenaline rushing through my blood as people spoke of my alias, like the mysterious thieves I've grown through a door through my childhood. But in reality, people hated the critic because he left honest reviews on people's shops. None of the comments were harsh. Some of the shops even have good reviews. But nobody wanted their shop to be graded, and thus, if I had revealed myself as the critic, everybody would have hated me. But after the realm shut down, I lost everyone but my trusty pal, Alan, and I'm scared to lose him too. But I'm not throwing away a video that has been 3 years in the making. Me and him have been friends for so long that we've built a stronger trust than with anyone I know. It's time to bring down the one barrier that keeps us distrustful. So basically, I got confirmation. I know who the critic is.
No way.
Of course I know him. He's me.
Understandable.
That's it? Understandable? Understandable?
Well, I mean, it was kind of obvious. You lived like, oh, actually, I lived the furthest away in the first one, but it was like, you of all people, like, no one else would really judge.
What? Huh? I'm sorry, I'm so confused what you just said. I got OBS open, right? And that's the only thing you can say is, oh, that makes sense. I've been trying to get this clip for like 2 weeks. And that's all you have to say. The thing is, you might have noticed that on the second realm I kind of wasn't there. Was like barely on the second realm. So my plan was the day was going to take me off. I decided to place just to place a little sign to throw people off. And they wouldn't see it until like a week later.
Understandable.
Seriously, I've been working on this video for like 2 or 3 weeks. And this isn't the last audio clip. I also have to, like, read something, fill people in on who the critic is.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know why I lied about it for like 3 years.
I don't know either. It's pretty funny.
Like, after the realm disbanded, that's when I could have came clean. But I didn't. I don't know why.